Hello, everyone. Welcome to our sixth episode of Exploring Diverse Perspective Through World Religion and Belief System with Discipline and Social Sciences. I'm your host for today. I'm James, and we are joined by.
Hi, I'm Marge.
Hi guys, I'm Christine.
So, today we will be exploring the religion Islam, where we embark a journey to understand belief, practices, and culture within Islamic faith. To start, can you guys provide a brief overview of Islam for our listener or viewers who may not be familiar with it?
Yan. So, Islam is one of the fastest growing world religions today. Islam is also the oldest monotheistic religion in the Philippines. It arrived in the Philippines before pa man ang Spanish period, and naniniwala ang mga Muslim na the last prophet is Muhammad and there is only one God, Allah. There is no God but God or La ilaha illallah.
Yes, according also to them, Allah guides every humans to get familiar with His instruction by taking His name as He is the one who produced a person from a clot of blood. Kaya kadalasan nating naririnig parang pare-parehas lang na Muhammad ba yung pangalan nila or kung lahat ba sila magkakamag-anak, especially in Middle East countries, right?
Yes. By the way, to be clear lang sa mga naguguluhan, hindi po relihiyon ang Muslim, kundi isang or tao na naniniwala at nagpa-practice ng Islam. Also, Islam came from the word al-sim and istaslama, which means peace and surrender. Kilalanin muna natin siya. For my next question, who is Muhammad or better known as Allah, the founder of Islam?
So, pinanganak si Muhammad or Abdul Allah sa Mecca around 570 CE to an Arab clan and work under Khadija, a widow merchant. Then, naging asawa niya na din si Khadija.
So, speaking of Mecca, ano ang nangyayari doon ngayon?
So, ngayon, ang Mecca is a deeply spiritual destination para sa lahat ng mga Muslim all over the world and it is also considered as the heart of Islam. Sinasabi din na kailangan nila nga makapunta doon at least once of their lifetime bago sila mamayapa.
Okay. Ano nang sunod na nangyari sa kanya?
Noong 620 CE or the night journey of Muhammad, he experienced being carried sa Jerusalem and ascending from there into the paradise. So, he is often referred to as the seal of prophets kasi nga, siya nga yung last na prophet. So, Islam considers itself as the final revelation in the chain of prophecies that begins with Adam. So, kinukonsider nila si Adam as the father of humankind and also the first prophet.
So, moving forward for another question, what are the two major of division of Islam?
The first one is yung Sunnis, which focuses on the followings of the Prophet example. And then yung last naman is,
So, yung last is the Shia na focus on the lineage of Muhammad's family through a series of imams. So, ang imams is they have a special religious role na Sunni caliphs did not possess. So, according to the Shia, God granted Muhammad special wisdom which he transmitted to Ali, yung pinakang unang naging imam.
So, that's right. Now, it is was said Allah's ultimate word or contained Quran. It is divided into ayat or verses that manifest God commands and laws. The Quran is also called Al-Tansil, which means downset. God's literal word of humanity. Ano ba yung mga nakapaloob sa librong Quran?
actually, the Quran emphasizes the unity and the oneness of God, which is the Allah. It is the sacred text of Islam, which is written in Arabic. Nahahati siya sa apat. Yung una is yung surah, which is 114 chapters and ang tawag sa short chapters niya is Meccan surahs. Kapag naman long chapters is Medinan surahs.
Ang pangalawa naman is aya o mga verses. Pangatlo yung tafsir by Mufassir, the intellectual explanation of Quran. And yung last naman is Ummah, the goal if the Muslim society is to create just a just society.
Thank you for that. I remember the hadith or the second source of Islamic law after Quran. So, and an explanation are verses of the Quran. Ano naman yun?
So, ginawa siya to prevent the use of weak and fabricated hadiths in everyday life.
Yes, and it was actually classified into four. The first one is yung da'if or weak. the maudhu or the fabricated, and the last is which is the sahi or yung authentic na hadith.
So, for our third and last, they have five pillars of Islam, right? So, it is the foundation of faith of the Muslim. They follow and practice this pillar. What are those?
Okay, so the first one is yung Shahada or yung Dakrid nga. It is the declaration of faith and fundamental statement of faith and commitment made by, of course, Muslims. Ang sabi nila dun is, there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is His messenger. Ini-recite din yon sa tenga ng mga bata or infants kapag baby pa nga lang sila. Kumbaga, parang araw-araw nila talaga yun nire-recite.
So, yung the second is yung salat or prayer. It is the ritual prayer of Islam through which all Muslims conform to the will of Allah. So, perform in the direction of the Mecca 5 times a day. Friday is set aside as the day for congregational prayer or yung Juma. Ang prayer nila is, God is the most great. I will testify that there is no God but God. I testify that Muhammad is the messenger of God. Hurry to prayer, hurry to success. God is most great. So, ayun yung prayer nila.
Third naman is yung zakat or the charity. It is the Quran which gives preference to the poor, the marginalized, and the disadvantaged. Righteousness, those who give zakat. This pillar is cannot be considered as the act of worship nga kasi para sa kanila isa yung responsibility and a duty. They believe that it come from the blessings of God, then it is not proper that it is distributed to those who receive less.
So, yung fourth ay Psalm, fasting on Ramadan. So, Ramadan is the period of shared fasting among Muslims. Ramadan is the 9th month in the Muslim calendar which commemorates Allah's first revelation to Muhammad. Hindi sila kumakain at umiinom. They avoid any smoking or any sexual activity. Those who are elderly naman or pregnant or nagbe-breastfeed are exempted. And also yung mga children, hindi sila required para mag-participate.
Ang purpose ng fasting is to discipline oneself to develop sympathy from the poor and hungry and to give others one would have eaten. What is the last pillar?
So, yung Hajj or pilgrimage to Mecca. The Hajj is an annual Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca sa Saudi Arabia. Yun yung the holy city of Muslims na pinag-usapan yung earlier episode. So, this is a requirement for all adult Muslims and for all of those who are capable physically and financially. So, pilgrims must purify themselves.
Thank you guys for sharing that. Maiba naman. So, what about women in Islam? How they being treated?
First of all, Islamic faith states that in the eyes of God, ang mga lalaki at babae should be equal and allowed to fulfill the same rules. They're allowed to complete all the duties of a Muslim worshipper, including the completion of the religious tradition, especially to pilgrimage to Mecca. He also limited number of wives a man could have and demanded that they should be treated equally.
Thank you for joining us in this insightful journey through the world of Islam. We've explored the core beliefs of Islam, including the five pillars, the Quran, and the life of Prophet Muhammad. We hope this podcast has provided a deeper understanding of Islam and encouraged dialogue and respect among people of all backgrounds. In the next episode, we will be talking about another religion, the Hinduism. Thank you all so much for watching and listening our podcast. Stay tuned for our next episode. Please like, follow, share, click the bell button, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel with other social media accounts. Bye!